Hello, everybody. Welcome on into some baseball, some off-day content here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. I am Sean. I will be your commentator today, and we'll be watching a little bit of MLB The Show 25. I forgot which game it was because I'll let you in on a little secret. I bought Madden 26 today. Look, it's unopened. But we're going to be doing this. Today, we're going to watch the Royals take on the Rangers. As we take a look at the AL wildcard, Yankees and Red Sox, they start a big 4-game set this weekend. A little more important in real life than in this game. They're both 4 games clear of the wildcard, so they're in a really good spot. The Rangers, a game and a half back of the Royals, and they play each other, so we'll take a look at that. We have the Rays, they're 2 games out. The Guardians, 3 games out. The Astros, 5 games out. Twins, Angels, Athletics, Blue Jays, White Sox, who are in such a bad spot. Weird. So that is what it looks like in the American League. If we're hanging out, if we're having a good time, if I feel like it, we might hop over to the National League side of things, which I wish was a little more interesting. Like we have Phillies, Mets, they could play each other. That'd be big. Or Diamondbacks playing somebody interesting. That could be kind of big. But we do have the Giants taking on the Padres. The Giants are 2.5 games back. They're on an L1. The Reds are on an L5, and they are 2 games back in the wild card. But we'll see if that's interesting. Padres taking on the Giants. We did just watch that game the other day, so it's not like the most exciting. But let's jump in. We'll take a look at today's games, and we'll jump over to the normal gameplay stuff. Rangers, Royals, Molly, 8-7 with a 4.60, taking on Lugo, 10-5 with a 2.81. Kansas City has not been a fun place for us to play in the past, but we'll see what happens today. And obviously, we're not even playing it, so we don't even have to worry about it. Kauffman Stadium is where we are going. Show Midwest. Commentary volume is down, so I'll get a thumbnail here, and I think I'll swap that on. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. My bad. Hold on. Just do this, please. Thank you. All right, welcome to Kauffman Stadium. 64-64, Texas taking on 65-62, Kansas City. Seth Lugo dominant on the mound as of late. Jacob Young's looking to improve a 167 average over the last 15. Rangers bullpen last 9 games, 38.1 innings pitched, 164 ERA, and 25 strikeouts, so that's been pretty good for them. Looking around the league, oh my goodness, look at that rock block of Atlanta news. Twins, Padres, they both win in extras. We saw the Giants win in extras over the Padres, so a little reversal of fortunes there. Christian Walker, his 500th RBI. Jose Miranda breaks out of a 1 for 21 with a 4-hit performance versus the Athletics. That's a way to turn things around. Ozuna hits his 30th home run. He's tied for the NL lead. Matt Olson breaks out of a 1 for 17 with a 3-hit performance versus the White Sox. And Orlando Arcia breaks out of a 2 for 26 with a 2-hit performance versus the White Sox. Hey, if you're in a slump, just play the White Sox. Reynaldo Lopez fires 9 innings, a 1-hit ball in a win versus the White Sox. Muncy, 5 RBI, and one of those was his 600th career RBI versus the Rockies. Snell increases the NL leading strikeout total to 154. Here's a look at your farm report for the Royals, I would guess. We'll be back with first pitch here in just a moment, right after I throw this little thumbnail down. Here is a look at your right-handed starting pitcher. Seth Lugo, 25 games started with a 10-5 record, 154 innings pitched, 2.81 ERA, a whip of 118, strikeouts 99. Will we see number 100 today? I would be shocked if we did not. KC.
Leading off the afternoon for Texas.
No, Tex at KC. Let me see if I can edit this thumbnail real quick. No. Oh, I bet I have to go over here. If you're chatting, I apologize. Maybe I can't. Oh, here. Edit there. There it is. Customization? Oh. So once... Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Change it. No! Missed that one inside. 2-0 count. Not a good start for a man looking for strikeout number 100 on the season. We'll upload that and we'll save it. Hit but foul. That's off the first base side. And it is a 2-1 count. Lugo to Wyatt Langford. Gets him to swing, Steerack 2. Langford batting .230. Rangers need a win. That one's low, full count. Josh H. Smith on deck with a .230 average, 8 home runs, 37 RBI. And gets him. There you go. That is Seth Lugo's 100th strikeout of the season. And he gets it to open up the game on a full count pitch. Started a little off this, a little outside there with a 2-0 count, but did a good job to battle back. That'll bring up Josh H. Smith. Lugo not looking good. This is good news for me. I need some help from Texas. I don't really like admitting that, but the Kansas City Royals are a team that I do not want to face in the postseason. We really struggled with them back in Seattle. 4-game set. We split 2 games. Or split 2 and 2, excuse me. The Rangers, I feel like we should be able to take care of them. We always struggle with Texas in Texas, though. I think I'd rather take my chances against Texas than Kansas City. Maybe I'm wrong. I actually don't know if we have another series with Texas coming up. As Smith flies out, we'll take a look at this email that tells me that I started a live stream. Thank you. Always appreciate that. Here's a look at the lineup. Kyle Higashioka, 333 over the last 10 games, I believe that was. What am I looking at here? Do we face the Texas Rangers again? I want to say yes. 68 and 60. Mariners 3 and 7. L5 for them. There's Padres Guardians. I am incorrect. We only have, let's see, 3 series. 3 division series left. We get everybody except for Texas. A relatively quick first inning, or top of the first, for the Rangers. We'll head bottom 1. Royals, Rangers all tied at 0. As we get started here in Kansas City, Tyler Mahal? I'm not ever sure, and I have the commentary turned off so I can't learn it. There are his stats, 125 innings in 26 games. That seems bad. Hold on, let's take 125 divided by 26. He's averaging, okay, he's averaging 4.2126, 4.807. So that'd be 4.2, I guess. So he's getting into the 5th, but okay, never mind. It's not quite as bad as I thought it would be. Is that the right average? No, that's wrong. No, yeah. Because it'd be
the third baseman, Michael.
Something about that math doesn't make sense. 120 stolen bases, second in the AL. That's a great reason for us to not want to face this team. Oh, okay. Sometimes the sound off the bat gets me a little excited. But that was not what that was. Misses just low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there is the AL leaders in RBI. Raleigh and Rayleigh kind of traded yesterday. A couple RBIs for each of those. Good evening to you as well. Thanks for stopping by. How's it going? That one is, knocked into right field. Base hit from Michael Garcia. He'll get on with 1 away in a nice little hit on 2 strikes. Trying to incorporate that more into what we're doing. It's like, okay, 2 strikes. Unless it's like a specific hitter, switch to the circle button. Just rotate your thumb a little bit and just try to get some of those little bloop shots. Nor seeing eye single. Bobby Witt Jr. steps to the plate with a 240 average. Well outside, but Not terrible. Oh, okay. 98 home runs for Witt Jr. as a throw over to first is late. He is safe. Jake Berger at first. Oh, that's smoked out to left field. Does it have enough? It does not. That was not a home run. It'll be a double. No, they're going to score a run. I apologize. I would love to get just the one graphic up above me that has where they are. Because this game is very malleable and helpful. Going well. This is in the Mariners season. I can't believe that's not a home run. That doesn't count. You got to get it above that little wall. Yeah, this is in the Mariners season. Battle for a wild card spot. Currently, the Royals are in, and the Rangers are a game and a half back. So 1-0 on the double from Bobby Witt Jr. That's a nice pitch. I like that spot. Low, outside. Big Salvi Perez stepping up to the plate. 221 average. Pitch number 13 coming. Ooh, gets him to swing, and that'll be outnumbered 2. Well, that would have gotten me. Looking low for that fastball, then it's the same pitch, just in a different part of the zone. Salvador Perez a little under it. Swings through it for strike number 3. Looks like it was maybe a little early as well. Vinny Pasquantino hits it. He's going to line it right to, I believe that's Seager. Seager to Berger. And that will do it for the bottom of the first. But Bobby Witt Jr. puts him on the board with a double. It's 1-0 Royals.
Leading off for Texas, the first baseman, number 20.
Berger, 85 RBI, a career high for him. He will lead off this top half of the second. That's a strike. That is a strike. Missed that call. 1-0 count. That one scorched right up the middle. I was going to comment on why that guy was standing. So the top of the second, settle down, just take a seat. We're good.
That is it. The left fielder, number 4.
So Berger
Peterson
scorches one for a single. Peterson up now. Checks on the runner at first and fires a sinker outside at 91. Peterson 8 home runs, 33 RBI with a 278 average. Two-time All-Star, surprisingly far apart. 2015 to 2022. If you're like a two-time All-Star, I would think maybe like 3 years max, like 2015, 2018. 2015, 2022, as we see Rusty Valentine behind the dish. That's a large gap to be an All-Star. Good for him. But I think Jock Peterson, I want to say Giants. Rooting for anyone to win, or do you not care who you face in the playoffs? I don't want to face the Kansas City Royals. They gave me so much trouble. And we already have the Orioles, who are always a nightmare. And I forget. Ooh, that one is smashed right to him. That's Bobby Witt Jr. Fires to second, fires to first. Double play. Nicely done. I thought that was going to get just cooked through the infield, but Bobby Witt Jr. with a nice throw to second. Who is the... As we lead the West, the Tigers, I believe, lead the Central. Tigers, Yankees, Royals, Orioles is kind of a nightmare for me. The Red Sox are kind of a wild card, as far as I'm concerned. But I think I'd rather take a chance against the Rangers, who we actually don't face for the rest of this season. That ball is hit out to left center. Chases it, but does not have enough. It's a big outfield in Kansas City, from what I've heard. and Lugo gets out of it. So a good job by him to navigate that. Leadoff single, and it's still 1-0.
Leading up for the
I feel the most confident of that batch of teams. I feel the most confident, weirdly enough, against the Yankees. But pardon me, I was thinking about it today, and I was like, well, I'm confident against them, but with like kind of an asterisk, because we haven't played them lately. I think we swept them with the harder difficulty. So I think I should feel maybe a little more confident against them. But they were the team when we played them the first time back in... Let's see if I can grab the Mariners schedule real quick. They were the first team that I really noticed the pitching difficulties I had. That's a very generous call on the inside. Splitter gets him as India shakes his head. I would be not thrilled with that call either. I'm not thrilled with that call, and I'm just commentating. We played the Yankees all the way back in May. They were kind of the first team that I noticed where it was like, oh, they have the correct style of pitching to really do some damage against me. A lot of guys with high heat, and then it kind of just drops off with their secondary pitches with sweepers and sliders. Cole is one of the pitchers I dislike facing the most. I think he gives me some trouble as well. But I do think we just flat swept the Yankees. India fires that up the the third base side. Foul. 2-2 with 1 out here on this lovely Thursday evening. Thanks for joining me for a little live stream. Appreciate it. Wines fires. That is hit, and that was a very funky camera angle. Kind of zoomed in weirdly. It's going to be caught behind the dish, and that will be out number 2.
Batting 8, the right fielder, Nelson Velasquez.
Nelson Velasquez, hitter number 8 here in this Kansas City lineup. Just misses outside, and it's ball 1. Curious to see if that the strike zone kind of slides like a ball to the right-handed batter's box. Ooh, that one is hit late jump, but enough air under the ball for him to make up for the misstep. Well, that will be out number 3 to end the second. Royals come away with not a whole lot going on there. Still a quiet start, 1-0 through 2. Here's a look at this long series. KC winning 2 of 3 so far. They lost yesterday 5-2, but 7-6, 9-0 in favor of the Royals. Texas looking to split the series. Kansas City looking for a series win. That is on the outside, just on the outside. That's the third pitch we've seen kind of in that low outside corner or low left-hand batter's box corner. That's been pretty good, but called a ball. Hell yeah. Adolis Garcia takes a sweeper right down Main Street. My goodness. Looked like a pitch that could have been crushed, but kind of got away with a location he wasn't looking for. That one misses low. Hell yeah. Sometimes it's more fun to watch fake sports than real sports. That one, that was a weird pitch to swing on. He missed a sweeper way... like right down the heart of the plate, but got on that one. 2-2. That one misses. Josh Young coming up next. Got the top of the ball right to Bobby Witt Jr., who fires it across the diamond. That is out number 1.
Batting 8, the third baseman, number 6, Josh Young.
Well, I hope you're having a nice evening. Thank you again for hanging out here, making me a part of your Thursday. That's actually not the app I meant to open. That one, it did the same thing. Okay, so when it does that funky zoom, it means it's going to be a play behind the dish. So 1 pitch, 1 swing, and a pop foul. Shout out to that hot dog.
Batting
Hell
9,
yeah.
the second baseman, Marcus Simeon.
Oof. Simeon stepping in. That one is low. Lugo has not done a good job picking up first pitch strikes. A lot of 1-0 counts so far. And it's only batter number 9. Left that one a little too... I mean, you'd like to see both those pitches right between where those were. Just kind of clip that bottom of the zone. But he is having a little trouble with it. Finding the location. Misses low again. 2-1. And Texas has to be frustrated a little bit because they have missed a couple of pretty hittable pitches. Oh, they did. Okay, missed that one. Also missed that one. That. How do they have the rights to that? Swung on. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Lugo can't seem to set Simeon down. Got a little lucky on that ball I thought was going to be crushed. The bat crack throws me for a loop every once in a while. It's going deep to left. And it's like, no, it was foul. It was immediately foul. Wyatt Langford on deck if Simeon can work a walk or get a hit. Keep this inning going. Pitch number 36 for Lugo, and he loses him on the full count. I don't know that that's the location you're going to want. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, Madden intended to do that.
No, he's in there. Say.
The worst part was when I said, would you like to watch a game or soul-crushing interception, and then I promptly threw a soul-crushing interception. I don't know that I would have been to playoffs, so. But we'll find out what happens in year 2, maybe.
1 ball, no strike.
Because I bought it today. I bought Madden. It's my favorite part about doing YouTube. It sounds a little cheesy, sounds a little dumb, but I like the idea that I can just be an outlet for someone. If, like, they just want to watch something for a little bit, take their mind off whatever, and they go, hey, I'll watch this video or whatever. If I can be a distraction for a little bit, that's good. That's what I enjoy. All right, so Langford keeps things rolling. A walk, a single. We have a runner in scoring position, and Josh H. Smith stepping in. Lugo trying to get out of some trouble here in the top of the third. Gets the strike on the outside. Appreciate you stopping by. 0 for 1 with a fly out today. That one is low. That's right where Salvi wants it. I love that catcher animation. They do like a point or like they do like a chest pat and you're like, oh hell yeah. My catcher's happy with me. It's the best when you get that animation when it's a pitch you did not mean to throw in that location. Lugo misses the sinker low. Were you a theater kid in school? I believe I took drama for 1 semester, but no. So like kind of, but not really. I was in a play in 4th grade. I was in a, like the local, that one's low. 2 and 2. I was in a local production of Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I didn't have any speaking lines. I was like 10. Turns out didn't know how to spell the word elf. It's just ELF is elf, but I kept putting an E on the end of it. My aunt had to correct me. Goes high with the fastball. He gets him to swing. That's strike 3, and Lugo works himself out of a jam. Dude, hell yeah. That's such a great reason to do it. Such a great reason to do it. Like, I'm a theater kid. I want to go out there. I want to make people just enjoy things, you know? Make them laugh. Make them cry. In a positive way. Not in a negative way. Michael Massey. So the Royals offense, 4.5 runs a game with a 270 average. 852 OPS. Extra base hits 10. 7 home runs and 18 RBI. That 9-run blanking, I'm sure, helps that. Oh, I'm not playing, by the way. What? I'm just commentating. But thank you. I appreciate it. I'm doing wonderful. Look at that. Did you see how well I threw that pitch? Ooh. Thought he had a pretty good beat on that one, but a little early and drove it into the ground. If I played baseball when you were younger or any sports, I played some sports lightly in elementary school, but past that, no. I did baseball one time, one season. But baseball and volleyball, I want to say I did 1 year. Ooh, nice hit out to center field, but did not get enough of it. Might have gotten fooled by the back crack again, and that one is caught. For out number 1, Jacob Young. I think Kansas City has one of the nicer looking like views to the outfield, to center field. Doesn't seem to have actual trades from the MLB, right? Its rosters from season start with minor tweaks. Yeah. Yeah. Which is why we have Seiya Suzuki. They would never trade him now. Because the Cubs were doing so well by the trade deadline. Jacob Young pops out.
Third baseman,
Michael Garcia steps in, 1-for-1 with a single. Garcia would have come around to score on the Bobby Witt double. Did you like? I think I had a good time with both. Ooh, that one's just on the outside. Yeah, that zone seems to be just like a ball to the right. I think I had a good time with both of them. It was a while ago. Maybe not a long time ago. Played baseball throughout high school. Yeah, I wasn't going to be on a lot of sports teams being 5'3". I mean, obviously 6'4", but being 5'3" was kind of like, that was not... I should have committed more to the drama aspect of it. It is too bad, because I don't think my middle school had drama as an elective. Because that would have been a good thing for me to do. Like, I took PE as an elective, because I thought I'd get to play more games, but it was about, like, hey, we're going to, like... you're going to work out. And I'm like, that's not what I wanted. Favorite MLB team is the Seattle Mariners. I like a few different minor league teams. I like the Spokane team because that's my hometown. But I like the Everett Aqua Sox. Got him with a slider right at the bottom of the zone. That is a generous call to end the bottom of the third. Royals 1, Rangers nothing. See if either of these teams can break through. I don't know if they count, but I do enjoy the Portland Pickles. Some of those West Coast League teams are pretty fun, and they broadcast their stuff on YouTube, so I watched a bunch of Portland Pickles games. Yeah, there's some fun teams. I don't follow the MILB stuff. Trying to be a Yankees player. Good luck. I hope that goes well. Missed high, ball 1. Seager versus Lugo, never gotten a hit. 0 for 5 with a strikeout. The Cubs are falling apart, yeah. Go Brewers and the Pocket Pancakes. God bless the Pocket Pancakes. That ruled. He broke out those Pocket Pancakes and they won like 14 games in a row. That reporter was awesome. Just like took a piece of it off the just munching. Like hell yeah.
Ball three.
They got what was up. Let's have some fun. What position? 3-1 count here. Lugo to Seager. I really liked Kyle Seager on the Mariners. That is hit. Scorched left center. Didn't look like it was a very good jump. Ball is carrying and it is gone. Hey, a commentator's curse, everybody. He's 0 for 5 with a strikeout. Home run. And we are, just like that, we're tied. Corey Seager is a dude you could not fall behind 3-1-2. I hope the Cubs can figure it out. I'm assuming they're still in the wild card, but I mean, if they continue to go south, they had a weird 5-game set against. Oh god, they lost today. They had a weird 5-game set due to a rainout or something against the Brewers.
No ball. One strike.
He's played through a fractured hand. I don't know if anybody's seen this. Cubs Tucker played through fractured hand. This is Simon. Is that Sharkey? Sharkey Gottlieb for the score. Sacramento Bees are my favorite MIL team.
One strike.
Giants AAA. Oh, okay. Are they in the? Yeah, they'd be in the. Theoretically, they'd be in the game. Ooh, that one is perfect. Perfected out to left field. Chicago Cubs style. Chicago Cubs star Kyle Tucker's second half struggles might be explained by injury. Tucker, who had a hairline fracture in his right hand, was originally diagnosed in June. Manager Craig Counsell confirmed Wednesday, according to ESPN's Jesse Rogers. Counsell also noted that Tucker's hand is now fully healed. Four-time All-Star initially sustained the injury in a sliding game during the Cubs' June 1st game against Cincinnati. He left that contest early with what they call the jammed fracture. However, follow-up x-rays revealed the hairline at the top of his right hand. He opted to play through the issue instead of being placed on the injured list. Continued to be a consistent presence in the Cubs lineup until this week when his struggles... Oh, he missed the jump! When his struggles led him to being benched. Are they going home? Wow, they tagged him out. Okay. So they tried to get Berger all the way around, but they failed. Peterson gets a double. Should be second and third with nobody out, but instead it's just one. A double with one out. Lugo losing command a little bit. I wonder if this is where Texas kind of starts to break through. Quote, I was doing fine and everything and still playing well. So I'm just like, I'm going to keep playing. There wasn't really a need to go on IL because I could still do everything. It's more like a pain tolerance at that point rather than like I physically couldn't do anything. Interesting. Did not realize that. That's high. Let's see. I do like the Rocket City Trash Pandas. That name, the name rules. It's fantastic. That one is, it's that weird pop-up behind the dish. Went to the Iron Pigs game versus the Rail Riders. Brian De La Cruz gave me a ball and 5 people signed it. Hell yeah. That is awesome.
Garcia.
That's awesome. Trash Pandas are kind of the first team I think of for minor league. I follow the Yard Goats on like social media and stuff. Oh, we have another play at the plate. Fired in from left field. It got cut off and no throw. He stopped at third.
The third baseman, number 6, Josh Young.
Okay, so Garcia keeps this inning rolling. Just needs one out here in the top of the 4th. That will be fouled off the first base side. Said Young was, I believe, 5 for 12 in this series. Lugo, one good pitch. There's a nice, that's a really nice sinker. Got that bottom of the zone, got the swing and miss. One good pitch away from just giving up the 1 run. Oof. A really nice throw and a good job to get the ball in to tag the runner out. I mean, the runner should not have gone. They would have. They would actually have a lead. That one fouled off first base side again. Texas would have the lead if they didn't send them. There's a swing and a miss, and Lugo gets out of it, so he gives up the solo home run. Works through a little bit more traffic. If you're a Kansas City fan, you're getting a little bit more nervous as they are starting to break through a little bit. Interesting that that was the highlight that they went with. The Rangers with 6 hits already. A nice defensive play to hold things at 1-1 halfway through 4.
Leading up for the Royals, the shortstop,
Bryce Eldridge,
Whit
Giant System,
Jr.
6'7" lefty. I think I had him on the Diamond Dynasty team for a little bit. Because those pipeline cards were really good early on. At least, I mean, I wasn't paying like any money to rip a bunch of packs and get the best stuff, but I have like the, I forget what do they call it, the PXP or whatever. Oh, a beautiful diving grab. I believe that's Adolis Garcia out there. Adolis Garcia out there. And a great play as we take a look at it, see where they're talking. Oh, there it is. Top speed, 16.01 miles an hour. 99.8% route efficiency. And that was the minimum required route efficiency to make that catch. 24 feet covered. I like some of those stats. Do I want to be a commentator for any team? I would be a commentator for something. The Portland Pickles are a good example because they stream it on YouTube, so they have a chat with them. That's about what I would want to do. I don't think I'd want to be up like on super high levels of anything, but I think like if it's something kind of low level, like a specific coast, like a PCL league team, I think that could be fun because you can banter with the chat and stuff. And it's a looser, more informal environment.
The first baseman, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
So Perez, they've been able to take care of him a couple of times through the order so far. Pasquatch coming up. Appreciate the questions and the comments. 0 for 1 with a ground out. 296 average with 799 OPS. 14 home runs, 48 RBI. So I think much like its real-life counterpart, Kansas City not going to blow you away with run support. Then, of course, we look at the 2 games that they won in this series, and they scored 7 and 9, respectively. I'd want to for the Savannah Bananas just to be able to joke around. A lot more than even the minor leagues. Yeah. I think the Savannah Bananas are kind of a perfect mix between, like, taking it very seriously and, like, the Harlem Globetrotters-iness of it. I mean that positively. Vinny giving an at-bat here. 2-2 with 2 away. Would I ever umpire? No. No, thank you. I would like Umpire Simulator if I could get that. I would do Umpire Simulator. I'm not doing it for real, though. So many people just suck the fun out of it.
Up next for the Royals, the left fielder, Ian.
I genuinely don't know if I could. I have very bad eyesight. So a good job there to get on base and keep the line moving here. Ian Happ 0 for 1 with a ground out. Both pitchers have a pretty high pitch count. This one flared out to left center. That jog means that he has it. And that will end the 4th inning. Yeah, like calling strikes and the others bad. Yeah. With all the simulator games that are out there, I'm surprised there aren't more like sports related. Let's take a look at our starter comparison. 4 innings complete for each guy. 1 run, 1 earned. 6 hits given up by Lugo with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. For Molly, 3 hits, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. So pretty even there. A few extra hits and a walk given up by Lugo, who returns to the top of the 5th with 65 pitches. That's 16 pitches an inning and 1-0 count yet again. I haven't been keeping track, but he has had a lot of these. I would say 60% probably are 1-0 counts, and then Marcus Semien makes them pay. This should be an easy double. What's my dream job and car? My dream job would be to make money off of streaming and content creation. And my dream car would be a... I have 2 answers for you. Message restricted. Why did it say that? I don't know why I did that. That was an auto thing. I went to look for real. Let's see. My dream car would be one of 2 things. I would love a converted like city bus that I could travel around in and go do interesting things. And then like realistically it would be like just like a Mini Cooper. I'm not a big car guy. Nice job. Hustling in from center field.
The batter, the designated hitter, Josh.
Weed farmer and bicycle. I already have this. I already do this and have one. Look, you are living the dream. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. That one popped out to center. He's going to run in yet again. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Runner back to second with 2 out. Mini Coopers are cool. Yeah, they are. I like their compact style. All right, back to Seager, who had the solo home run in the 4th inning. Lugo again with some traffic on the bases, done a good job. Texas seeming to struggle with the leadoff double just like I do, and it's going to be another play at the plate. Perhaps could not get it at second. It's going to be a throw in, and they are going to let the run score. 2-1 Texas. Corey Seager kind of single-handedly willing this team to victory. Berger 2 for 2, runner on first, 2 out. Popped out, foul. Who do I want to win this game? I'm kind of pulling for Texas. I don't think it really matters. They're battling for the final wild card spot, so we'll see. But because of Kansas City's ability to beat me in the regular season, I don't want to deal with that in the playoffs. Who do I want to win the World Series? Somebody, I think it was Walkoff had a good... Oh, Walkoff was rooting for a Mariners-Brewers World Series, so there was a new champion, which I liked.
2-2.
I don't know. Who do I want? Let's look at the... Who do I want to win the World Series? Who do I think will win the World Series? I think, unfortunately, it'll be kind of a boring World Series again this year. As I try to pull up the standings here. This is yet again. Okay, so full count here for Berger. And missed on the outside. Sinker high, but just could not catch the edge. You know what? I think Toronto would be a cool team to win. Toronto, Philadelphia, honestly.
One ball, no strike.
Salvador Perez will hold. Detroit could be an interesting one. Who do I think will win? I think it'll probably end up being the Dodgers. Texas wins the World this year somehow proves Bochy is an every other year genius.
Ball two.
That would be wild. Does that mean that Bruce Bochy was the manager of the Giants when they went every other year? 2-1 here in the top of the fifth. 2-1 count. Now 2-2 with a foul ball. They just announced a big Mortal Kombat collection, too. Lugo fires and fouled off. Lugo has really labored over these last couple of innings. I don't know what he went to in that fourth, but a lot of traffic, and they've scored a run in each of the last two innings. Witt Jr. fires to first. Still almost gave up the base hit somehow. But Seager puts another run on the board, this time in the form of an RBI. 8 hits, 2 runs to 3 hits, 1 run. It's Rangers 2, Royals 1 through 5 for 4.5. Excuse me. And here's a look at the standings. You see the Royals 2 games back of the Tigers. They're 3 games ahead of the Guardians. So the Royals wouldn't have to necessarily just get in via the wild card. They could still win the division. Be interesting to see if they have another series against the Tigers coming up. Which was our manager during the Dynasty run. So that would have been, was that 2010, 12, and 14? I saw one of them at a restaurant. As a lady threw her hands both up and just went, "It's a dynasty!" Ooh, that's a strike. That's a strike. So for our purposes, do the Kansas City Royals play the Tigers? Yes, they do. Next. Well, that's a really interesting series. Oh, they play them next week as well, but it's a Friday series? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's unfortunate. That'll be interesting. What was that strike call? Are you kidding me? Jonathan India with one of the worst strike zones that we've seen. Did get a funky ball, but that slider was low. Swinging a miss from Nelson Velasquez. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That guy really upset up there. He's the Rob Lowe NFL hat meme. Splitter fouled off. 1 and 2 here with 1 away. I imagine we will see a new pitcher for the Royals. Oof, that was a really nice pitch. Dropped it out of the zone. Kind of did like the reverse. Didn't make it competitive and then made it competitive. Baited the swing and then just put it in the zone. Usually you would put it in the zone and then drop it out. And that is going to be a very quick bottom of the 5th. Higashioka, Garcia, and Young coming up for the Rangers. I imagine a new pitcher. Hunter Harvey, 4-0 with 6 holds. 76.1 innings pitched with a 2.95 ERA. In 57 games with a strikeout rate of 26.3%. Lefty's batting a little bit better.
Leading off for Texas,
But actually 54 points better is better. That is a beautiful 12-6 curve. I thought that was going to be outside. Prepping my comment for, man, they just can't stay at a 1-0 counts, and then it just broke back over the zone. I do think that this camera angle is it's just a little off center.
1-2.
I really like the Mariners broadcast camera. I hate the Angels. It's so angled. Gets him to swing on the slider. I think this is a good pitching change. Obviously, you give up a lot of hits through those first 5 innings. Lugo did a good job to work out of it at times. The first batter faced, bam, strikeout.
Up.
12-6 in the dirt. The bane of my existence. I feel it. Adolis Garcia, 1 for 2 with a single. A couple of home runs with 7 RBI and a 3 for 12 series. So he's not doing a ton, but when he's doing something, it's damage. They were two home runs behind Judge. 3 home runs behind with Rayleigh. It's a big swing and a miss on a 12-6 curve. Good pitch mix here from Hunter Harvey. I should be watching this in horror. This is the scariest pitcher in the world. I would not be surprised if Hunter Harvey was one of the pitchers that we saw, specifically in the most recent series. We played them for 4 at the beginning of July, I want to say. I would not be surprised if we really struggled against this. We've seen a 12-6 curve a couple of times that have looked really good. And then you throw a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That's a nightmare. And we saw the slider look pretty solid as well. And it wasn't even a good... That was a horrible location for that fastball, but it's just... If you're going to get it, you're going to get it. Ooh, a 12-6 curve left up in the zone. 83 miles an hour. Young hits it 104 into right field.
Second baseman.
So a laser single with 2 away. There's a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Not super well located, but able to get it by him for strike 1. Simeon 1 for 1 with a double. He's 2 for 9 with 2 doubles. That one fouled off. Splitter down at 89. Marcus Simeon, 3-time All-Star, 21, 23, and 24. And gets him on the 98 high out of the zone. Yikes. Hunter Harvey comes in and does what he needs to do. Does give up the hit. It's just a mistake pitch. He's probably just thankful it was a single and not absolutely obliterated to the moon. It's 2-1 Rangers. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It was only the one game before this game started. Jacob Young not having a good series. Molly with 69 pitches, nice. And that is in for a strike. Ooh. The Yankees have 3 errors in today's game. Gross. Fouled off, left side. That one is hit out to left. Running, diving grab. That's the second nice diving catch we've seen from this Texas Rangers defense. That one takes away a single from Young, who's having a rough series. 0 for 10, I believe, is what the graphic said before that at-bat proceeded. A very normal clap. This one flared out. Garcia didn't even have to move. He took 2 steps. He took 2 steps.
The batter, number 7.
They said Yankees earlier.
Junior.
Witt Jr. falls it off. Cutter misses outside. Ball one. 1-2 here with 2 out. Bottom of the 6th. Witt Jr. Man, this game is like totally different if... Oh, it's okay. They asked me what my team was, and they said they love the Yankees. Man, I can't believe that wasn't a home run. It's a 2-2 game if that Witt Jr. hits a home run instead of a double that scores 1 run.
Now pitching for
Chris
the
Bubich,
number
2 and
50,
3.
Chris Bubich.
Okay. 3.23 ERA in 54
Leading
games.
off for the Rangers.
Langford
Wyatt.
stepping up to the plate, 1 for 3 with a single. Ooh. Swung on and fouled. Went really low in the zone there. Langford a switch hitter. Lucas Ursig and Carlos Estevez warming up in the bullpen. A couple of righties for the Royals. Big swing on the 92-mile-an-hour fastball right at the top of the zone. Strike 2. Low. Cutter at 87.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one is scorched to first base off the glove, and he's going to get there. Langford with speed.
Designated hitter, Josh Smith.
That one was hit really hard. That exit velocity, I'm sure, well over 100. 18.8 mile an hour max speed. .1 seconds. Throws back to first and in, safe. That one hits. Seemed like he got a pretty good piece of it, but just a little early on it. 0 for 3, strikeout, 2 flyouts, 1 for 14 in the series for Josh H. Smith. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Curious to see if they go for a steal.
No, that's a ball.
How much do you really trust your ability to beat Salvador Perez? It's a nice... Actually, it's not a very good slider. It's way up in the zone. You can see where Salvador Perez was set up. Fouls this one off, opposite side. 1-2. That one hit. He just keeps fouling pitches off, staying alive with a 1-2 count. That one inside, sinker at 94. I wish some of the division races were a little closer in our franchise here. That was off the 93 mile an hour four seam low. Oh, that one is absolutely clobbered. Right center field and gone. 2-run home run. I may have jinxed the Royals. I pointed out that he was 1 for 14 in this series, and he goes and hits a 2-run home run late in this one. Pointed out that Seager was 0 for 5 against the starting pitcher, and he hits a home run. Did a good job to just stay at the plate. Fouled pitches off. Stayed alive, and then got what he was looking for. 4-1 Texas. Seager 2 for 3 with a home run, a single, 2 RBI, and a run. He's 2 for 15 in this series, and both of his hits are today. And you can tell because it said a home run and 2 RBI. Like, that's what he's done today. Bounced up the middle.
Yep, he's out.
So you give up the 2-run home run. It's a good reset for Bubic,
The first baseman, number 21.
who
Jake Berger.
now has to deal with Jake Berger. 2 for 2 on the day. With a couple of singles.
No, that's high.
Lefty misses high from ball 1. 17 pitches just to record the first out. Home run pretty killer. And that was lefty-lefty too, which is kind of wild. That one's fouled off. Slider. That one hit to third. Fires over to first, and that is out number 2. So setting the guys down that they haven't really been able to get the best of in this game. Berger and Seager. They give up some damage to a couple of other guys. Jock Peterson steps in 1 for 3 on the day. That one is popped out to left, and that should do it. So he does a good job to settle down and get 3 outs without giving up any more damage. The problem is the 2-run home run from Josh H. Smith. I'd like to formally apologize to the Kansas City Royals for the commentator's curse. 11 hits. Yeesh. That blur looks really bad. That focus looked awful. Robert Garcia is going to come in here with a 1-4 record in 59 games. 4.02 ERA and just 53.2 innings pitched. Salvador Perez, see if he can get something started here in the bottom of the 7th. Beneficial call there at the bottom of the zone. 1-0. Misses with a circle change. 2-0. Missed with the fastball. Excellent eye by Salvi. And Pasquatch is on deck. And miss. Okay. 4-pitch walk. They bring in a left-handed pitcher, and Garcia seems just terrified of Salvador Perez. Which, to be fair, I would be afraid of as well. But Pasquantino will step in now. 1 for 2 on the day. Fouls this one off the left side. Nice pitch on the outside part of the plate. Gets the call. Quickly 0-2. That one screamed into right field, into the corner. Salvador Perez does not have a lot of speed, so it should just be a double. And I bet they will hold. Yeah, they will absolutely hold the runner at third. Okay. Kansas City. With Pasquantino getting that double. It's a really nice hit. I want to say Salvador Perez is like single-digit speed, and the only reason I know that is there was a thing that you needed to do in Diamond Dynasty where you were looking for a double with someone under 15 speed, and he was a good pick. I don't think I ever did it though. Ian Happ steps in from the right side this time. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. One swing can tie it, but if he puts something in the outfield, he can at least get it down to 2, or down to 1, excuse me. That pitch almost misses. Garcia all over the map here. See if Happ hunts for the fastball on 2-0. Let it go. Actually, it was kind of smart because Salvador Perez did the same thing. Garcia just didn't hit his spot. That is a really good pitch, all the way down to 83. I mean, even a sacrifice fly here is good. They get it. Wow. A very surprising play for a couple of reasons. One, they didn't go first for the out. I think because Salvador Perez is coming in from third. Two, they sent Salvador Perez from third. And three, he beats the tag. So still nobody out. I think you trade the run for the out, personally. Lord knows that the panic sets in, though. Then all of a sudden, it's a disaster.
Now pitching for the Rangers.
So they will bring in a new
Number 66.
pitcher, Josh Spores.
Josh Spores.
17 games with a 2.41 ERA. Line not closed on the previous pitcher, responsible for both guys on base.
Now back.
Jonathan India will step in. 6 for 23 versus the Rangers this year.
India.
261 average. How are we feeling, chat? How are we feeling about expansion and realignment? It's been a big topic lately. India on the outside. Slurve misses. Yeah, I was thinking that myself. That one smashed out right center field. It's a diving catch, but he misses it. It's going to bring in the one run. The runner will advance to second. And it is 4-3. I thought we were about to have a third. Really nice play. It was going to be 4-3 regardless. It just would be one out instead of nobody out. That pitch misses low. So Nelson Velasquez with a runner in scoring position. It's going to happen. Curious how it'll actually look. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. What do you think will be the cities that get it? Portland and Nashville? Ooh, that's not what you want for out number one. Wow. Velasquez maybe just got his eyes a little too big there. So one away. Texas can still get out of this with a lead. But if Massey can just put something in the outfield, they can tie this game. Ball one. Four-seam fastball up at 95. Slurve in. Catcher loves it. That one through. Doesn't get it. Berger, but throws him off the bag. Nobody's out. Bases loaded with one away. It's an error on Jake Berger. Oh my goodness. Leading choices, it seems. Some Memphis talk. Montreal or Vancouver? Vancouver I have not heard. Vancouver's interesting because Vancouver's over on the West Coast, which would give Seattle a play, like a team to play against, which would be kind of nice. That way they're not just like all alone up here. So the Rangers should be out of this inning with a double play. Instead, they're going to get a fly, a sacrifice fly. Garcia fires in, strong throw, not in time. Ball gets away. Runner advances to third on the play, so a productive out to tie this game at 4. And this has been pretty good. We saw kind of a similar situation, not exactly the same, in the Padres-Giants game that I posted last week on the off day, where one team got out to a lead, but the other team did a good job to fight back. Do you, in order to include Montreal, instead of giving them a new team, do you just take one of the Florida teams and give them to Montreal? Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, you're going to Montreal. one's high. Ball 2, 2 out, 2 on. Michael Garcia, 174 average with runners in scoring position. Don't love it. I think if you were to give Montreal, oh boy, that's cracked up the middle. That's going to score a run. Fires over to third, and it'll hold the runner at second. So Kansas City with a huge 4-run inning, and it is 5-4 Royals. Texas Rangers were in such a good spot to close that gap with a wild card. It's interesting. It's also interesting that 2 Tennessee teams would be in it. Florida, no taxes. Canada, high taxes. Yeah, that sucks. But they aren't able to bring in fans. Like, they can't draw anybody. That is smashed up the first base line and foul. Two on, 2 out, 0-2 count. That one's fouled as well. Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 3. Josh Spores coming in, doing the best he can. Was not put in a good situation, though. And did not get helped by the error, obviously. And gets Bobby Witt to swing on a slider, so the strikeout is out number 3, but not before the damage is done. Kansas City takes the lead 5-4 and will head to the top of the 8th. Higashioka, Garcia, and Young. Profit sharing from TV rights makes them so much money that they don't need fans.
Now pitching for the Royals, number
Okay.
60.
Fair, I guess.
Lucas Erceg.
It'll be interesting to see whoever gets the new teams, how much do they put in and how quickly do those teams become competitive? Because there are some truly baffling. Just why would you even want to bother to be a fan of that team? Uh-oh. This smashed out to right. Is that going to go? It does. Tie game. Kyle Higashioka ties it up in the first at-bat of the top of the 8th. His 17th of the 17th of the year. Wow. Okay. New ball game, 5-5. So Garcia steps in. Erceg blows a save opportunity. Not that it would necessarily be a save, but a hold. Definitely could have held the lead there. Instead, we're starting over. 0-1 to Garcia. Clap, 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 clap. Oh my goodness. They got Garcia swinging. That pitch was way outside.
Josh Young.
So Garcia goes down and Erceg does a nice job to bounce back from that home run. Robs became relevant really fast even though they ain't now. That was rare. Yeah, that's true. I think it's Secret Base did a video about like the Marlins accidentally won like the Marlins accidentally won a title and now they're stuck in hell. Did you get the Diamondbacks as well? But it took them a long time to. All right, Erceg gets him with a slider. Out number 2. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts, but did give up that home run. Gets Josh Young to throw his bat. No slow-mo bat throw. Marcus Semien steps in. 1 for 2 on the day. 4-seam fastball up in the zone. I thought Jake Storielli on the Wake and Jake that he did about expansion and reconfiguring. That's not the word I want. Either way, the draft was kind of got me excited for that. The expansion draft. I was like, oh, okay. See how the teams construct them, and that should finish it off here. Okay, so Kyle Higashioka knocks one out to right field. We're tied back up at 5. Realignment, thank you. I appreciate that. That's true, but prime Randy Johnson definitely helps.
Pitching for Texas.
Stretch of
Number
really good
71,
years.
Jacob Webb.
They retired Randy Johnson's number next year. They're going to have 2 51s retired. That's going to be awesome. Go Seattle. They finally can start retiring numbers.
Salvador Perez.
I'm curious who Seattle goes for after Randy Johnson. I don't know if Kyle Seager's career was good enough. I think it would be Felix Hernandez. That one, swing and miss. Fires over to first. And that's Salvador Perez. Not having a very good game today. This one he's going to want to just flush. But did at least cut down a run at home plate, so that's a positive. Vinny Pasquantino steps in. Sweeper in at 83. As far as the realignment's concerned, I'm excited to see what the new divisions are. Hopefully they'll honor some kind of older rivalries. But I don't think there's anything to be super beholden to. Especially as a Mariners fan, none of the rivalries are all that interesting to me. Especially Houston. The Seattle sat in a division with 4 teams for so long, while the National League Central had 6. King Felix better get number retired in Seattle. I can't imagine that he doesn't. I just don't know if he'd be next. Oh my god, that's a strike. 8 divisions of 4 teams each. It will not be 4 divisions of 8 teams. Are there 8 teams on the West Coast itself? Seattle. 2 Los Angeles teams, San Francisco, San Diego. You could throw in the Athletics, the Diamondbacks, and then like a Portland. Ichiro just got his number retired. He was the first 51 they were going to do. From what it sounds like they were going to try to retire Ichiro and Randy Johnson at the same time. And then Randy Johnson was like, no, I'll just wait a year. Ichiro deserves his time to shine. And Randy Johnson's too busy with his dead bird photography, which rules as a name. Seattle finally got, because King Griffey Jr. was eligible in 2016, so they had Ichiro, Edgar Martinez, Ichiro, that'll be Randy Johnson, and then it's got to be Felix Hernandez. I'm talking myself into it. India fires this one out to Garcia, and that will end the 8th inning. So we will head to the 9th, tied at 5. Rangers, Royals. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying it.
Leading off for Texas, the center fielder, Wyatt Langford.
2 for 4 with 2 singles for Wyatt Langford today. Ursig back out on the mound for Kansas City. That's outside at 99, a 4-seam fastball. Fastball in at 101.
One strike.
Royals pitching with a lot of 1-0 counts. Big swing and a miss on a slider. Nice pitching by Ursig there. 98 on the fastball, then just pull the string, 86. Lord knows I'm swinging at that.
2-2.
That one's way off the plate. I'm probably swinging at that if I'm being honest, and then right back up to 99. This is where I'm going back and forth in my rocking chair, swinging. And my controller swinging. Fuck it, I can't get... 2-2. Here comes the pitch. It's outside. I'd like to see him go up in the zone. Everything's been low. See if he can just pump a fastball by him. Don't want to put Langford on. I believe he has 90 speed. 90 plus speed. Both of these teams have some very, very quick players. I'm surprised we're not seeing a little bit more action on the base paths, but they also haven't put runners on in
Designated hitter, John.
advantageous spots for that at times. Smith with a home run, 2 RBI and a run. Steps up, nobody out. I do think Salvador Perez is a part of why you're not running. As Ursig looks at what feels like a rare 0-1 count. That one's low in the zone. Runner should advance. And he is in by a large margin. So runner into scoring position on the wild pitch. Salvi does a pretty good job. Bounces off the leg. But Salvador Perez was going to have to be literally perfect on that to get the runner trying to advance to second, and it was just far enough away. So Smith with an opportunity to knock in the go-ahead run. That is fouled off at 101. Swings on the circle change and misses, so a good pitch there. Not probably where you want it. Now you have to be very careful here with Seager. 2 for 4 with a home run on the day. A little surprised they're not bringing in a lefty for this. And that is going. Chased and caught. The runner should advance to third, no problem. Witt gathers it as the cutoff, and the runner indeed. So Jake Berger on a 2 for 3 day.
Jake Berger.
Ursig fires. Strike 1 at 101. Berger up to the second baseman. He'll fire over to first. That was not a clean throw. A good job by the first baseman, Pasquantino. Nelson Velasquez, Michael Massey, and Jacob Young coming to the plate for the Royals in a tied game at 5. Bottom 9th. It's not the top. Webb still on the mound here for the Texas Rangers. That is a, I'm going to call that a swing. That's outside, so a good eye on that one.
One strike.
Chris Martin from Coldplay and Hobie Milner in the pen for the Rangers. Fouled back, 1-2. That is hit, and that is going left center. Another bad jump. That's the second time. The first time there was enough air under the ball to where the left fielder was able to make the bad step and recover. But this one he had no chance at. It's going to be a double. Okay, so weirdly enough, we got the same angle, just slightly slower. Oh, PS5 will enter rest mode in 10 minutes. Whoops. Hey, you know what? At least it tells you. Could you imagine at the bottom of the ninth, like 2 out, and he just goes, oh, entering rest mode. Strike right at the bottom of the zone, so they can use 2 outs to get the winning run across. Massey's 0 for 3, flied out in the third. Oh, that's a disgusting sweeper. That's an FU sweeper. That's middle fingers into the camera. That is NSFW language. Ah, that one's even worse. Oh my goodness. A couple of disgusting sweepers puts out number 1 on the board. Back to the top of the order. Young's 0 for 3 on the day. Oh, man, that's a fastball right down the middle. Oh, my goodness. Back to second. Throw wasn't great. I don't think the jump back was great either. Kind of neutralized and still safe at second. One away here. He's going for third. Drop the ball. It's going to be an easy. Oh my goodness. What a play by the Kansas City Royals. Blanco with a bold steal. This means that the sac fly back in play. He just has to get it in the air. That's all he has to do. 1-2 count. Game-winning run, 90 feet away. That's outside. Good eye. Ooh, strikeouts. 94 on the fastball, way too late.
Now batting, the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
So Kansas City did a good job to get a runner in scoring position with that double, and a good job to steal and put that sac fly back into play. The strikeout changes things a little bit. Broken bat up the first base line. He's going to get tagged. We're going to extras. Garcia breaks his bat, and that will crush the dream for the Royals, who were in prime position. 5-5, Peterson, Higashioka, and Garcia coming up to the plate.
Now pitching for the Royals.
And we'll see Mason Miller. That's right, he was a big trade for us in our franchise to the Kansas City Royals. 38 of 44 saves and opportunities. That's huge for us because that means we don't have to face him in our series this weekend, taking on the Athletics before we get the Padres. Monday through Wednesday. So Berger is on at second. Miller misses at 102 inside. I think you try to win the game right here. You make them put up a 0. You get the Manfred man. And you score them and win this game. Push your lead out to 2.5, or yeah, 2.5 games over the Rangers. Huge series for the Royals this weekend versus the Detroit Tigers. Kind of just want to watch that. Don't even want to play the Athletics. Oh my God, that circle change.
Up next for the Rangers, the catcher, Kyle
Higashioka, 1 for 4 with a home run to tie the game in the 8th. That one fouled off. That was low. That was going to be a ball, excuse me. Miller misses high. 1-1. Taylor Clark and John Schreiber in the bullpen for the Royals. Swing and a miss on the circle change. One more good pitch here. I mean, Mason Miller, I forgot that he was on this team, and there's a big swing on that slider. Mason Miller is an extra reason that I do not want to face the Kansas City Royals in the playoffs.
Adolis Garcia.
Him coming out of the pen for a good team. We barely were able to take care of the Athletics in some of those early series. We did a better job in the most recent series that we had. Now Mason Miller has to get through Garcia. 1 for 4 and doesn't get the call at 1:03. That's a strike. That's brutal. 2-0 count. What happened? What? That couldn't have been more of a strike. I didn't trust that was going to be a strike. Finally gets on the board, 3-1 in what should have been a strikeout. Nothing has been out of the zone. And he does walk him. Garcia with good patience there and about 3 beneficial calls from the umpire.
Number 6, Josh Young.
I'm going to bring in Evan Carter.
Running at first for the Rangers. Number 32, Evan.
See if Miller can settle down here. Young's 1 for 4 with a single. Missed that one high. That one at least was a ball. Miller coming apart a little bit here with 2 outs. This is at least a genuine 2-0 count, not the garbage we saw last time. There it is, 99 gets strike 1. 2-1 the count. Slider in at 88. We'll see if he can battle back. Get this strikeout and get the Royals an opportunity to walk off here in the 10th. The 2-2. Hit. It's into right field. I'm imagining they're going to send the runner. It is Berger. He's going to get in. It's 6-5.
The batter, number 2.
101 with a 92 exit velocity. Just saw it and bounced it into right. So Simeon up now. 6-5. Runners on the quarters with a couple of outs. Be interesting to go back and look at that awful big swing on that slider. 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
The Garcia at bat was so bad. This one flied out to center, and that will do it. Okay. So the Royals had to score one anyway to put this one away. And Josh Young puts Texas out front 6-5. 13 hits. What do the Royals have in store for us in the bottom of the 10th? Let's find out together. Chris Martin, 33 of 38 saves and opportunities, a 5-6 record. 54 appearances with a 3.62 ERA. 54.2 innings. Lefties batting pretty well off him, almost 300. 230 for the righties, which is what Bobby Witt Jr. is, excuse me. Garcia on second. That right to third. Just an absolutely brutal break. The Kansas City Royals were 90 feet away from winning this game in the bottom of the ninth. All right, Salvi, he's 2 for 9. He's 0 for 3 today. 2 for 9 in this series. Can he be a hero? Not on that pitch, fouled off the first base side. 0-1. That one bounced, and that is going to be out number 2. Ooh, boy. A broken bat might have broken the spirits of this offense. Vinny 7 for 15 and 2 for 3 today. That one, that's a fair ball. That should tie the game. Vinny Pasquantino, as he fumbles the ball in left field. He's going to get a stand-up double and tie the game with 2 outs. Hero ball. That's awesome. Okay, Kansas City still alive, and there's the difference. You saw that the batters on the left-hand side, they were batting nearly 300. As a splitter drops in at 89. Now, Chris Martin's only thrown 5 pitches, 6 pitches. He's not thrown a ton. He has thrown 5 pitches in this inning, and that includes the one that he just did. So, 4 pitches, 2 outs. A couple of pitches gets him ahead 0-2 at the bottom of the zone. Do we go top 11? Is this a marathon game? That's outside. Good eye by Happ. Splitter at 90. Ooh, got him with a 4-seam at 97, top of the zone. And we will head to the 11th. Each team scores the Manfred man. 6-6.
Now pitching for the Royals, number 45, Taylor Clark.
So Taylor Clark is coming in. Langford.
That's the ball.
Yet another 1-0 count for this Royals pitching staff. Langford under 100 with runners in scoring position. Nice play by the third baseman. Gets to a knee. Will you marry me as he throws it to first for out number 1. Great play. Josh H. Smith stepping in on a 1-for-5 day. That's right to the third baseman again. Played perfectly over to first. It's out number 2. And this is what we saw In the last inning, or the last half inning, bottom 10, 3 pitches, 2 outs. But now he does have to deal with Corey Seager. They are going to intentionally walk him. I like this play. It's a mismatch in favor of the Texas Rangers. I think you take your chances with Jake Berger. And I don't think you mess with Seager. That is not a gamble that you want to take. So Clark instead will face Berger. Force at any base. This is the slider low. Ball 1. Circle change ties him up. And a strong opportunity to finish off this inning. 1-2 count with 2 on, 2 out. Top 10. Clark winds, fires. Hit. Foul. Stays alive. Clark fires outside and misses. Yeah, he pitched to Berger over Seager too. Yeah. I don't think there's anybody that would really want to pitch to Seager. Oh my goodness. Berger with a swing and just flipped his bat out there. Got a piece of it. See if Clark wants to go back inside. A couple of outside pitches there. It's low and gets away. Runners will advance. So that takes away the force it first. That's a brutal. I don't know why we're focused on Seager here, but kind of undoes that intentional walk. That one hit up the middle. That's probably going to score 2. They gambled and they lost. Oh, they got him at the plate. That's the second run that they've knocked down at the plate. Great job by Kansas City's defense. But the gamble comes back to bite them a little bit. It's 7-6 Rangers. Kansas City just can't get that third out. They've been good at getting 2. Jonathan India steps in. Chris Martin remains in the game for Texas. Kind of unsurprisingly, only threw 8 pitches in that 10th. So bottom 11, Kansas City needs a little magic yet again. Hit but foul. 0-2. Orioles really struggled to get that run in. Runner holds at second. I don't know that this is going to be deep enough. And he'll stay at second. Throw on target. So India can't do anything to help his team out. Langford takes care of it in center. So Blanco steps in. Fouls that one off. Ian Happ is on second. Ooh, okay. Kind of needed that call if you're Kansas City. We saw that brutal Simeon at bat. 97 on a fastball. And gets him to whiff at a cutter. Kansas City down to their final out again.
Now batting, the second baseman, Michael Massey.
Missed inside, ball one. Michael Massey, 2 for 12 this season, or this series, 0 for 4 today. Opportunity to be the hero. Fires it down the third base side, but foul. Ooh. Feels like Martin's left some pitches that are hittable, but Kansas City's just not seeing it well. That is going to end it. So Texas will win in 11. And they will pick up a game on the Kansas City Royals. They'll end up splitting the series. Kansas City did a good job to make it interesting. They came back, took the lead with a 4-run inning at one point. They got the tying run to knot it up at 6 in the bottom of the 10th with 2 outs. But they just could not get out of the top halves of the extra innings with the zeros that they needed. Chris Martin improves. Yeah, improves to 6-6. Tyler Clark. Tyler Clark? I can't not read that name. Some nice defensive highlights from the Texas Rangers. A couple of nice defensive highlights. So you take the 2 diving plays and then you just go, well, there were 2 outs at the dish. For Kansas City defensively, kind of evens out a little bit. Taylor Clark falls to 0-1. Series ends in a tie. Taylor Clark, we'll get his stats read real quick. Where is my mouse? There it is. 1 inning pitch to give up 1 hit. No earned, no strikeouts, 1 walk on his line. Pasquantino was 3 for 4. A couple of doubles, knocked in a run and scored a run. Michael Garcia was 2 for 5 with a run knocked in. He scored twice. India was 1 for 5, knocked in a run and scored a run. And Bobby Witt had a double on a 1 for 5 day. He knocked in a run. Corey Seager's your player of the game, 2 for 5, home run, a couple of RBI and a run. Josh H. Smith, 1 for 6. Same kind of stat line, home run, 2 RBI, 1 run. Kyle Higashioka, 1 for 5. So nobody really doing like a ton for the Rangers. A couple of 1-fers with the home runs. Simeon was 1 for 4 with a double. Chris Martin gets the win, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no earned on his line. The Rangers survive an error and pick up an extra innings win. So there you have it. There's your Kansas City Texas matchup. Went to extra innings. No rewards. I don't get anything for just watching. Boo. So then how does... Oh, I did not mean to do that. So I don't want to do that. How do I want to look at this? We'll do file management. We'll save the franchise in a... Why do I have... I don't need this many saves, Sean. Well, so why can't I save a new... Have I sucked up all my franchise? Why is it franchise year 5? Oh, because that's what I named it. Sure, we don't need that one. Okay, so if I back out... hold on. I meant to look at the standings. Oh, it's saved. Darn it. Well, that's okay. It was a good game, too. Was it? Yeah, they scored 3 in the 11th. Crap. Well, we were going to watch the Padres and Giants, but I hit triangle because I goofed where I was. Darn it. Well, there you go. There's your off-day content. We're going to be facing the Athletics. Dang it. Frickin' frick. I thought it was going to put me here. The main menu, because now the Rangers are a half game behind the Royals, but I think the Giants lost that game, so it would have been, God dang it, would have been a good game too. 10-7, frick. That was I was going to ask who was up for another game. Well, you simmed it. 3 in the bottom of the 11th. Is there anything interesting? We just watched them. All right. Well, there you go. There's your off day content. Whoops, kind of was gonna do more, but that's okay. That is how it happens. And unfortunately, triangle kind of gets you. Oh, it's unfortunate that when it hits triangle, it saved it automatically. I don't know. Yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to go full webcam. We'll have Mariners baseball tomorrow going up on the channel. It'll be an upload video at 6 p.m. as normal. Joey Estes taking on Luis Castillo. We'll be wearing our City Connect uniforms. Luis Castillo, a beautiful 17-0 with a 2 ERA flat. Estes is 11-10 with a 3.19 ERA, and that'll be tomorrow through Sunday. And then we'll have the Padres Monday through Wednesday. Be well. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah. And then maybe we'll do this next Thursday. We can either watch another game in MLB The Show, or I can tinker with some older games. I have an idea for some off-season content that I might tinker around with. So if you want more content, be sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Thanks so much. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow for more Mariners baseball. Thanks again for watching. Good sports. Go team. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it.